Okay, guys, how we doing? It is noon. We're going to probably do this for about a half hour today. Got out of doing this for a little while, but I do really enjoy doing it. Just taking a look at some channels, breaking them down, figuring them out. Now, whether there are people here or not, I will always go through with this. If you are somebody that does want your channel reviewed, just want me to take a quick look at it, figure out what's going on, I'd love to do that. They're just quick overviews. I want to give you a couple of tips about how you can grow your YouTube channel. If you're watching this on the replay, great. Feel free to leave your channel down below. I'm more than happy to take a look at it, give you some feedback, okay? Now, as always, guys, please click the like button and the little bell next to it. You get notified when I go live on my next video. But for right now, I don't have a channel to look at specifically. I did need to announce, again, partnership has come through officially on this channel, so I'm thrilled about that. I'm actually able to say, yes, I'm 100% a partner, even though it took a long time to get here. YouTube had their policy change on partnership right after I had hit the 10,000 view mark. They changed it, obviously, everybody was aware of that. That change, I was able to hit those markers after 3.5, 4 months, so end of April, I was able to hit those. That was great, but the reality is it took them a really long time to get through the backlog. So what originally was an end of April goal for them to be able to process all of the new applicants or re-applicants for partnership, it took that long for me to get through the queue, I guess you could say. So the reality is it took them till the end of June. End of June came through, bam, here it is. We're here and ready to roll. So I can actually start to speak to some of that stuff as well about how that worked, what that process looks like, what your timeline looks like. Now, with no channels to review so far, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna pop into some channels, take a look at them, see what's going on. I do try to look at smaller channels as opposed to bigger channels, but when there are no channels to take a look at, sometimes it's beneficial to look at some of the bigger channels out there. So what we'll do is we will head over to window in window. We will head over to let's go into trending and find a channel that is trending. Now, guys, the content of the channels that I'm showing, I try to always speak to channels that I do enjoy. I don't like to put up channels that I'm not a huge fan of. So I'm going to go in here to H3. I really do enjoy the H3 podcast. If you guys have never had a chance to check it out, I highly recommend it. With H3 podcast. So a few of the things that I like to do when I'm breaking down these channels, guys, is this. I like to make a point of going in and really just breaking it down regardless of how big the channel is. So they've got 1.6 million subscribers. They've built it up on Twitch as well as YouTube, so that's great. A lot of familiar faces. You see that right off the bat. They've got their uploads here, and that's phenomenal. I think that's a really great way to go. But let's see what we can see here. So logo, right away, bam, H3 Podcast. They've got their logo here. That's fantastic to see. Some of these things, guys, that you are seeing, these symbols, those come from extensions I've got in my browser. You probably won't be able to see those on yours unless you also have those available for you. So that stuff is there. Let's go to, I've got to minimize this here. So let's go over to, they've got their social stuff, so they've got their merch. That's priority for them. They really want to have their merch available and visible. For smaller YouTube channels, often you won't have merch. I know for me, I have my book that I wrote. It's up on Amazon. People can click my link for that. And then Twitter and Instagram is where they want to connect off of this. What I find interesting is that they don't have their Twitch here. I would have thought that maybe that's something that they would be interested in doing, is having a Twitch up here as well as YouTube. Maybe you can't link directly to Twitch from YouTube because of the combat between them, but I would have thought that would be there. The other thing that I'm missing on their banner here is, yes, it's H3 Podcast, but the two hosts of the show are well known at this point. I would really recommend that the H3 guys get their pictures up on here. I know that's always a big deal for me. I really like to see when people have their photos up there. That's so vital, it's so crucial, and I really love what they're doing with that. So that's one thing that I would add. Their uploads look great here. That's here. Typically, I just hate that uploads just says uploads. And there's not much you can do about that other than just removing that and creating playlists that have appropriate titles. But what is, and that's not a big deal. Recognizable faces right off the bat. You've got the TanaCon issue. You've got the fight coming up with the Logan. All the other faces you're familiar with if you know who these people are. Boogie, I know. Chris Delia, I've got no clue. Somebody out there I'm sure does. I don't. Post Malone, iDubbbz, PewDiePie. You got all these other sections. Their playlists are well filled out. They could probably add a few more playlists to this if they broke down their interviews into sections, which might be something I would recommend for them. But if we go into their videos, let's check video posting frequency, which is a big one if you're looking at how do I create a YouTube channel that is going to be successful. So H3 Podcast, you've got videos coming out 15 hours 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, a month ago, a month ago, a month ago. So they're consistent at a week. You know that you're going to get weekly content from H3 when you're in there. Now again, guys, up here you've got no indication of that. If you're an H3 follower and you know what that is, then you can be assured that you're going to see weekly content. Now, if you're not aware of that though, and you really would, you know, you're brand new to the channel, you've landed on H3 for the very first time, well, the reality is you're going to land on H3 and go, okay, what is this? I don't know really what's going on. Somebody said it was an interview show. To know that it's weekly content would be great off the bat. Let's check out their playlists. Created playlists. They don't have a ton of creative playlists. So this is a big one that I would recommend for whoever's managing H3 is get some creative playlists in there. You've got enough subsections of music YouTubers, or maybe it's celebrities, or maybe it's personal anecdotes, or maybe it's more news related stuff. To have these playlists broken down is of huge benefit to your channel. Even if you're at 1.6 million subscribers, it's still a best practice that you want to put in place, okay? Community engagement. Channel hasn't posted anything yet. So this is a great way that you can actually engage with your community, especially if you're doing a show like this that's a radio broadcast call-in show. The beauty of that is you're able to actually ask the community questions. Who would you like me to talk to? Did you like this? What's going on? What is up, Joe from Toronto? What's going on, eh? Yeah, I'm up Ottawa, Montreal way, so fellow Canadian, that's great stuff. We're just breaking down H3 Podcast channel right now. William in the house, how's it going? If you guys have YouTube channels that you would like me to take a look at and do a review of, I'm happy to do that. As soon as I'm done breaking down H3, I'm going to move on to another channel. So if you have a channel you want me to take a look at, I'm happy to do so. Just throw it in the chat and I will take a look. The other thing that I want to get into is channels, other channels that they have. So Ethan and Gila, 2 million subscribers, H3 Productions, there's another one. Highlights, there's another one. So they've got 4 channels on the go here, and that's fantastic. Who are they subscribed to? That's kind of interesting. So Average Greg, Julian, they don't have a lot of people that they are subscribed to, which is very, very interesting. I would also say that it's probably good for them to create a section of channels that they subscribe to of the people that they have interviewed. With H3 and the fact that they've interviewed so many people, for them to go in and create a series of channels that they are people that they have interviewed, I think that would be a huge tribute to the people that they've done the interviews with, as well as giving them some exposure as to this is what we've done, this is who we know, this is what we've played with. So a couple great things that I see with it: frequency and consistency, right? They know they're putting out a video every week. They know that the length of those videos, which is huge because they do an hour-long podcast. Yeah, so an hour 48, hour 50, 2 hours. Most of their videos are over an hour in length, which is going to be phenomenal for them as far as watch time goes. The other number that you're seeing here, and this is one of the extensions that I use, is this like to dislike ratio. And this, we're talking 430,000 views, 758, 1.5 million views, okay? To have a 90% like to dislike ratio on 1.5 million views is nuts. It's insanity. And just to give you a feel for what I'm talking about here, go to some more polarizing characters. So if you go to PewDiePie and check out his same series of videos, see what he's doing, right? Let's go into PewDiePie's channel and we'll check out his videos. Man, he's got massive likes as well. I thought for sure there'd be a lot more discrepancy between the two. Maybe we go to somebody that is currently under fire. The whole TanaCon deal. Tana. I think if we go to her most recent videos, you're going to see a lot more disparity between... Yeah. So, how to cake your face. So you can see after the news came out, if we go back to older videos, let's head down this way. I mean, all of her videos are kind of split. They're more positive. Oh, here we go. Okay. So this is pre-TanaCon videos, 98, 94, 98. Pretty average, okay? Then you're going to hit TanaCon time, okay? Which is... Let's go... Yeah, so here we go. 2 weeks ago, she's down to 75. Okay, so you're going to see a lot of this. What you want to keep track of here on your own channel, guys, is keep track of this number. Know who likes it, who doesn't like it, what the quality of the videos is. It's very powerful for you to have that understanding. You can go into your own videos and go, okay, great. I have an understanding now of here's all of my videos, which ones are receiving great reception, which ones don't receive as great reception, right? So when I go in here, I want to take a look at my videos and go, okay, 100%, 100%, 100%. Because I'm a smaller channel, I'm seeing a lot more likes than dislike because of the quality. But I can see on this, oh, this is 50-50, right? There's much fewer views on it. There's 24 views on it. I bet you the engagement on it is 1 like, 1 dislike, so there's a 50-50 on it. Things like this, right? Where I'm doing these reviews. So let's move on to another channel here. Let's do a full breakdown. I want to try to find a smaller channel. So that can be a little bit difficult unless you look for a term that's not overly used. So we'll look for something obscure like, I am a small YouTube channel. So you go in here, you're never going to find a really small channel on the top. You're going to have to go down to the bottom, go way down to the nethers of YouTube where nobody ever gets found, way down here, and find the things that have, I suppose what I could do is just filter for significantly less views. Let's go down to filter by view count. So that's going to be the top views. Let's go all the way down here. Okay, 389 subscribers. Where did that go? It was just 69 subscribers. Perfect. So we'll go to this guy's channel. Zed Gaming HD. Okay, so here's a smaller channel. When you come into this right off the bat, so we're always looking at what's the appeal when you land, okay? And I guess I should open up this over here so we have both to compare to. So what you're looking at is when you land, that banner is your first space, right? It's your ability to advertise openly and tell people, one, who you are, what your channel is about, where else they can find you on social media, how frequently you post videos. This is a powerful tool for you guys as YouTubers to use this banner space effectively. If you're not sure how to go about doing that, you're not a graphic designer, again, I always recommend Canva. I'll put the link down below for you to get into Canva. There's no, I don't have an affiliate with them. There is no affiliate with Canva. I just highly recommend the tool. YouTube thumbnail, you go in here and it's made, it's set up for you. It's a really easy tool to use. You can populate this very easily. But what you want to do is you go in here, you land on this channel. One, I don't know who Zed Gaming HD is. I don't know who they are as a person. I don't know if they're young, if they're old. I don't really know what they're doing with gaming either. Now, I do see a Minecraft figure, and if I am a gamer, I will know that that's a Minecraft figure, so I'm going to assume right off the bat there's something Minecraft related on this channel. The other thing is I see MLG, so for me it feels like this channel may be out of date. There may not be something updated because MLG is not something that's super popular right now in gaming. So, well, I have no idea who they are. I have no idea how frequently I'm going to see a video. It's not up there. I don't know that I can find them somewhere else on social media. So the banner space on this channel is not being used very effectively. If we go down, uploads. How many uploads are on here? I only see 2 uploads from 3 years ago. So this channel is a dead channel. Not surprising given the 69 subscribers. What is interesting is we found them on a video about being a small YouTuber. So how to fix channel art problem, that's interesting. He's having a problem with that, wasn't able to get it fixed. Clearly this is not good. The info that he put out, well, it has 13,000 views. It's not really a highly liked video. So his liked videos, you got that up there. I always recommend either removing that or being very intentional with the videos that you like. There's no playlists, and obviously has tons of subscriptions to other gaming channels. So this is what a dead channel looks like. It's not a surprising thing to me that this channel is dead, given that the low amount of content, the quality of the content, and the consistency of the content. It's just not there. So let's go back to the search that we had before and see if we can find a smaller channel. Okay, so this guy's about the same level as I am. He's got about...
So YouTube has changed the game yet.
So he's got about 1,900 subscribers, okay? So same as me. Let's take a look at the way that... I got to mute him here so he's not talking. So the way that we're looking at it is this. I should have subscribed to the other channel too. I always try to subscribe to the channels that I take a look at just out of... we'll call it common courtesy. If I'm going to take a look at your channel and be critical, it's not for the sake of me tearing down your channel. I want to help you build it up and notice small changes. I have had people do the same for me afterwards, whether they were trying to troll me or not. I do appreciate the feedback when people come into my channel and say, well, why wouldn't you do this, or why wouldn't you try this? So if I'm coming to your channel and I am offering critique, the reason why I'm doing that is I want to try to help you grow. So let's take a look at this right away. DIY entrepreneur. Okay, I get that. So you have something to do with do-it-yourself. It's going to be an entrepreneurial channel. I can expect that style of video. Great, no problem. But what I want to get into here is he doesn't have a face here. Yes, his face is here in the logo. There's nothing here. So, got my face and my logo, but I also have more images up here so people can relate to what's going on. So when he's a DIY entrepreneur, does that mean that he does DIY projects around the house, he gets paid for it? He does DIY projects in the community for other people's homes, and that's how he gets paid as an entrepreneur? Does he teach people how to build entrepreneurial businesses? What is it? You want to use this space and imagery to help share that information so people can clue in, click in, and go, oh, from a glance, I know what this is about. With this, I'm not sure what it's about. I don't really get who he is, what the character of him is. Now here what we're seeing is he's got his OMG Insider. So we'll go here. Okay, so this is an affiliate link to something. It's a registration to a course he's hoping that you'll sign up for. There's some familiar faces on there. It looks like this is a Ty Lopez affiliate. That's what he's got there. He's got his Facebook. You can click through to that, and then he's got click to subscribe here. Now this one is a bit of a problem for me because as you can see there's a subscribe button right here. So I'm never a huge fan of that. Use these links for other things that you can't readily use. If there is a button here already provided by YouTube for subscribe right there, then maybe what we want to do is instead of having this, use your imagery and have it point down to this, okay? No problem. The reality is though, guys, what you want to do is use this space effectively. Have all your other social networks that you want people to reach out to, bam, right there front and center. Now, what is great about his channel is there's a welcome video, okay? So this is key, and this is something that not a lot of channels take the time to do effectively. I have one on my channel. You can't see it right now because I'm live, but when you enter my channel, there is a video that plays automatically. It's a welcome. It's a quick trailer. His is 3 minutes. I think that's a little bit long. I like to recommend that you keep it to 90 seconds max, just like a TV commercial or trailer would be. That gives you the ability to present your channel in a 90-second video, who you are, what you're about, what's going on. I think for mine it is, it's one of the first videos that I put out here, so I can go down to the very bottom. This list is getting longer and longer with the amount of content that I've been able to put out. So, where is it? Time to get motivated. Okay, so it's 23 seconds, my video, my channel trailer, okay? Trailer is super important. It allows you to communicate clearly what your channel is about. I keep mine under 30 seconds because I think that the shorter it is and the more compact it is, the better off you're going to be with keeping their attention. And really what you want them to do after they see the trailer is either subscribe or move on to another one of your videos. If you've got a 90-second trailer, or in this case a 3-minute trailer, that's not going to be as effective. Either people will get bored with your trailer and move on, or they'll watch your trailer and then afterwards not really want to go on to another one of your videos right away. So that's a bit of a problem. Now, he's got streamed 3 months ago, so he had a live stream from 3 months ago that was about an hour. That's great. He's got one playlist here. So this is the next thing that he could be doing is when you log into a channel, you want to know what they are clearly, and you also want to know what they're currently doing. So for me, I like to say, okay, well, if you're not sure who I am as a person yet, you're the first time landing on my channel, you're not sure what I'm about, you're not sure what I'm doing, not a problem. I'm kind of like these guys. And so I put this here, YouTube Innovators for Small Business and Entrepreneurs. So when you land on my channel, Roberto Blake, Gary Vee, Peter McKinnon, Daryl Eves, Valuetainment, you get a bit of a feel of this. I'm about entrepreneurship, I'm about YouTube, I'm about creating content. These other channels help people see that at a glance. It's not that I'm saying explicitly I'm affiliated with these channels. What I'm trying to do is illustrate my channel has a similar theme to these other channels. And I think just having that imagery there captures people's eyes and gets their attention. Now, having a long set of playlists is crucial. You're given, I think, 7 spots here for playlists, and as you'll see, I populate them regularly. Throughout my week, I am creating 2 to 3 playlists a week based on the content that I'm creating, my daily content that I'm putting out there. I will create playlists. So as you can see, I've got my Raising Kid Entrepreneurs. That was a video I did on Thursday, created a playlist, bam, it's there. It's populated with other popular videos that are there. And I'll show you, if I go into... So you think your kid might be an entrepreneur. Great. Here's how... If I go into this and show you how I'm ranking for the keywords that I targeted on this video, you'll see that I really feel like having an effective playlist is important to that. So you'll see number 1, number 5, number 3, number 4. These are not bad terms to be ranking for. Parenting entrepreneurs, how to raise young entrepreneurs, raise young entrepreneurs. I think those are effective terms that you can use. And by putting a playlist together on top of that, it's a really nice way to go. Okay, so here, when you're taking... Mute this. When you go in here, he just has the one playlist, and it's only populated with his videos. So that's a crucial mistake I think a lot of people do, is they're proprietary with the content that they put into their playlists. Don't do that. Go in and create a playlist, take that time, pick a video that you've done that you think is going to perform well in a playlist, create the playlist, and then populate it with content from other people, from other sources. It's a super simple way to go. I really think that it's a powerful tool that you can use. I would recommend that you go out there and you make that effort to find the right videos and populate it with the other most popular content there, having your video first, so not just this. So shout out to DIY Entrepreneur. It's great that that's there. The About section, not a lot going on here. Discussion, no comments whatsoever. You do want to be engaging with your community as much as you can. Maybe once or twice a week, throw a comment in here. I know that I am making that effort to put that, whether it's just a question of, do you have a channel that you want me to review on Saturday? Bam, put it in there. Or asking for feedback or review on the recent videos that I've done. Both of those are great. I recommend that that's in there. It's quality content. It's a quality opportunity to engage your community and build up your content. So frequency and consistency are the other big ones we want to look at. This guy got off to a great start. He's got 2,000 subscribers. On average, let's see, 757 views, 6.7. These are from a year ago. His latest video was 3 months old, so he's not being consistent anymore. It looked like it was about 1 a month here for a little while. He tried to come back and give it a shot. It looks like he was somebody that got frustrated with the partnership change, so that's difficult. I can understand that and appreciate that, but it looks like he quit on this channel. So this is another dead channel, unfortunately. But he could bring it back. Who knows? We'll see. He started with an episode format. I'm not a huge fan of that either. So even when he was being consistent, it wasn't super consistent. It looks like he had one really great video with 18,000 views. So I want to go in and take a look at that. So this is a great video. I could see it being useful. Video SEO software, voted the best YouTube ranking tool. So this gives people some great information about a great tool. What's interesting to me is he's got 18, almost 19,000 views on this. And there is not one comment. Okay, that's a bit alarming to me. And I see this on a few channels. I do, where you go in and there's lots of views, and I get it. It doesn't have to be a proportionate amount of views. If you got 1 million views, should I see 1 million comments? No, not at all. In fact, when you get up into those million numbers, if you get 1% of the people to comment, you are doing phenomenal. Okay, but here you've got 19,000 people that have watched this, and there's not one comment, not even a troll comment on here. Right? You've got a 244 like to 1. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the likes not being there, but usually there's a comment of some kind. The bigger comment that's missing is a comment from himself. When you go into any one of my videos, the first comment is a pinned comment from myself asking an engaging question in order to spark conversation. And you'll see that while my videos may be smaller, right? Okay, so there's 10,000 views on this one. There's 18,000 on this one. So not even the same, but almost double the views on his video, but I've got 21 comments on mine, okay? There is some engagement. Not nearly the amount of likes, but what I find, guys, is this. There are certain things that you can easily get bots out there to do, okay? One of them is views. That's easily done. There's a lot of people out there that bot, okay? The like button is another one that's super easy for people to get machines to do because it's an automated response. As far as getting people to actually comment and engage with your content, that's challenging. Now, there are people that will say, yeah, you can create bots for that as well, but you'll notice that for most people that come into my channel and drop a comment, I immediately reply with something else to see if I can get an engagement. And most of the time, you will see that there's a conversation that starts. Guess what? Robots don't care about a conversation. If you're putting robots into your channel, you're not going to see a lot of replies. So that's a great way to go, guys. Keep it legitimate, keep it real, don't bot it. When I go into a channel, I see 18, 19,000 views on a video, but no comments and a pile of likes. I'm going to say that this is probably a video that got boosted through artificial means, and it didn't result in what he was hoping he would see come out of it. So the other thing that I like to do, guys, and I think I have to go back to his main channel for this, is there's a tool inside, I think it's TubeBuddy, yeah, it's called Channelytics, and you can often compare yourself to somebody else to see how you're doing in comparison. With smaller channels, it's a little bit interesting to see, but you can go into the views, the videos, and the subscribers. So I'm in whatever this yellow greenish color is. He's in the red. You'll see that there's a distinct difference between the two. Go into videos, you can see there's a distinct difference between the two. June 09 was the last time a video got uploaded for him. July 6th was my last upload. So you'll see that frequency is another big thing. You can also use this tool though when you want to go in and say, okay, I've got a channel that's very similar to, I know Roberto Blake for me is a guy that is very similar to what I do on my channel. He's more YouTube specific. I like to do a bit more than that, where you're dealing with some health, you're dealing with some how do you deal with a home and children. But the reality is, let's find, I know he's on here somewhere. Daryl Eves is pretty close too. We can go into Daryl Eves. So he does a YouTube specific channel as well, helps people learn how to grow YouTube. If you go into Channelytics, I can compare to what Daryl is doing. Now, what I'm looking for here is not the total subscriber count. What I'm looking for is, where do we balance? What do we look like? Okay. So I had a great video come out. That child entrepreneur video did well for me. I saw a ton of subscribers because I had a lot of things happen. YouTube picked it up. It had a better search result. It got me a ton of subscribers. So that was great to see. What I see here on Daryl's is he's got days with no subscribers. He's got days with, on average, about 280 subscribers a day that he's growing at. Now, he currently is sitting at 500,000 subscribers. So for me to have just one day where I had a great video, it did well, I was able to do that for the day, I'm going to take that as a win and try to build on that, right? He's got a lot of views. So if I go into views, what I'm going to see is that he's got pretty consistent killing me on just about everything. Almost got up here, but he's killing me across the board. But you can use this as a great tool to figure out what's going on. Now, when I look over here and say channel tags, what has he got here that he is relating to that people can grab onto? Is it similar? What tags am I using for my own channel? I know that I have certain channel tags that I use for mine. They don't exactly line up with his. He's got his own name in there. He's got different spellings of his name. That's interesting to see that he's got that there. On top of that, he's got links to a whole bunch of different things. Now, the interesting thing with his links is he's got more links than you can populate in the banner. And what I mean by that is, in the banner, you can only have 4 links here, right? So he's got his subscribe, his Facebook, his Twitter, and his Patreon. But the reality is, if I go to his About section, it seems like he's got significantly more links listed here than show up here. So that could be a great way to pull traffic to networks, even when you can't get them on to your main thing. His description is filled out. I guarantee if I go into community, he's having regular communication with his community. Bam, there it is. He's got polls. He's got his latest videos. He's got talks. And people get that in their feeds, especially on mobile, which is a big deal. I know that he's making a push for mobile engagement. So that's it for these channels, guys. If you're watching this again in the replay and you have a channel you would like me to review on the week, I would be happy to do so. Please just leave it in the comments below. I will do my best to add it to the list for next week's channel review session. Every Saturday at noon, I am going to be going live for about a half hour so you guys can see what it takes to build a great channel. I am trying to help small viewers, but if you're a bigger viewer and you want me to just take a look anyway, I'm happy to do so. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have an amazing day, and I will catch you Monday with another great video. See you then.